Holt's diagnosis took a while.
His 1-year well check, he had completely fallen off the growth charts. He had lost so much weight and his eyes were so sunken. If he could have spoken to me, he would have said, "I think I'm dying, Mom."
We were given a pamphlet that said, when your child dies from a terminal illness. It was very devastating, and at that point, most of the children were dying in their second decade of life.
The most poignant moment for me was with our geneticist, and he said, "This is a terminal illness."
The thought was that they would predecease us.
Holt is about 3.5, and he's just the happiest kid that I know.
Attaboy.
He loves to be outside, loves his big brother and big sister. You forget sometimes that he's got cystinosis because he compensates so well.
Watch this, okay?
Jen and Patrick turned 4 December 7th.
They are really close. They're good buddies. They just experience everything together.
The kids don't look unusual. They don't act unusual. When they're playing with other friends, people don't understand what's happening to their internal organs. We get lured into that as well, to thinking our kids are fine, and then we have a moment of reality.
My name is Natalie Stack, and I'm 18 years old. I'm in 12th grade. I've had cystinosis since I was an infant.
The disease is so rare that doctors just don't know about it.
When you hear cancer, it gives you a physical reaction in your body of being scared. With cystinosis, your first question is, what is it?
Cystinosis is a metabolic disease where every organ in my body will eventually deteriorate.
Well, cystinosis is an inherited disease where children accumulate the amino acid cysteine in all of their body cells, and it causes damage to most cells over a period of time.
Everything that you read said, these kids, the average age for a transplant is 9, and the average lifespan is in the late teens.
Jenna and Patrick take 9 medications every day, every 6 hours.
Originally, when he started taking the medicine, it made him very sick. Jason and I went back and forth about Holt getting a gastric tube. It was about compliance. You have to have this medicine in him every 6 hours, 100% compliance.
We could not get an answer after spending 2 weeks in critical condition with Jenna for what was wrong.
It was a feeling of helplessness and despair.
There were no resources for parents, really, and there was no research. If the cystinosis community did receive a grant, they were small grants for small amounts of money, $1,000, couple thousand. There was no real research.
It became obvious to us that, we needed to do more than that. And that was really the genesis of the Cystinosis Foundation.
How much has happened since 2006 when we were diagnosed is how long do we have?
There's no question this is down to the efforts of the Cystinosis Research Foundation and their phenomenal ability to raise funds and support our studies.
Some of the breakthroughs, like the slow release version of the medicine, the test trials have had just phenomenal results. That is not a cure, but it's probably the next best thing.
Dr. Dohill, he's found that he's able to actually give less drug over a day, but giving it just twice a day rather than 4 times a day.
In the last couple of years, I have been able to go on the time-release medication. I don't have to carry a liquid medicine around all the time. I don't have to bring it to school. I can go to bed at 11 and sleep the whole night through. I've been able to be more excited about going to college. I might want to study psychology or possibly art history.
From when we heard the initial diagnosis, which was March of 2006, to where we sit today, to have the opportunity to have the time-release medication going into FDA approval in 2010 is very exciting and hopeful for our community and for our kids.
When we established Cystinosis Research Foundation in 2003, we, right away, the minute we started raising money, we invested that money in the scientific community. We have grown and mushroomed this community into a worldwide network of researchers, these brilliant people that have now committed their careers and their research to cystinosis, to finding better treatments and a cure.
Having cystinosis is scary, and I do get scared sometimes, wondering how long I'm going to live.
We have a daughter that's alive, and we're so blessed and we're so fortunate that she's here and she's in such good health. But the flip side is that, you know, the clock is ticking, and cystinosis is a progressive disease.
It's all about keeping moving forward, and the Cystinosis Research Foundation just really gets it right in that regard, whether it's bone marrow stem cell transplants or gene therapy or using nanotechnology.
And through the generosity of our donors, what's happened is we've been able to provide the funds for multi-year studies, and the research has grown geometrically.
I see newsletters and reports from researchers, and the word cure is in all of these reports now.
I wouldn't have to worry about dying early, and also all the younger kids who have cystinosis wouldn't have to live an entire life with cystinosis.
I think the prognosis is hope. Hope, 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 which is not something that's always been there.
I must say that I had not expected to see this type of development in my lifetime.
It's a mission, it's not just a dream anymore.
Make a wish, say a prayer, don't be scared.